All right, guys, for today's video, we're going to be going over the Fifine Ampligame Stream Dock here. It's a pretty cool piece of hardware. So basically what this does is it allows you to keybind different commands to these buttons. Super customizable. You can kind of do whatever you want with this thing, but it's super good for gaming. It's also super good for streaming, but like I said, good for gaming too. So don't just think it's a streaming only thing. It's also good for gaming. Let me kind of show you the features of this thing. So you can kind of set these up to however you want. You guys can see in here, it's got a whole bunch of different button options. You can link different pages too. So like if I click that button, it changes the whole pages. You know, I got different pages here. And then I can also have it set up to do different things with my recording software. So like on this one, I have set to Facecam only. If I hit this button, I have it set up to switch to a different view. I can turn off and on Facecam with it. You know, you can do a whole bunch of different stuff. I can mute audios. I can do basically anything you need to do to control on OBS. Basically, if you could use a key or a click, it can be done on this instead. So anyways, let's kind of show you a couple more features of this thing. So, and I'll show you how it works. So this is the software that it comes with. Everything that's on here is mirrored on here, as you guys can see. So I've got some forward back arrows here. I've got how long I've been recording, Facecam only, game capture. Basically, this is just my stream controls. On this next page here, I have set up some pretty cool features here, which is the PC stats. So this one, I got the temperature of my GPU, I got the temperature of my CPU, how much is being used, that sort of thing. And I also have links here. So if I click this button here, it would open YouTube. This one here opens Google. So if I click that, it's going to open up Google, which is pretty cool. And these two are probably my favorite. This switches the audio source. So all I have to do is hit one of these two buttons. It's going to switch from the desktop or the headset audio, which is really handy. But like I said, you can kind of set this up however you want. And then you can also have many more pages. I only have 3 set up right now. I have my main one for streaming. I have my one for recording. And then I have just kind of a utility one that I have here. But like I said, you can kind of have as many as you want. So let me show you how to set this up. It's super easy. Basically, all you have to do is drag and drop. So if you look on the right here, we're going to have basically different events that you can do. So you got, these are to control the actual Stream Deck. So you go previous page, prior page. You create a folder. Think of this as kind of like the icon docs and like on your iPhone, how you can group them together. That is an option that you have there. Turn that off so you guys can see. So create folder here. We'll do that. If you go to, we'll go to this last page here. So just so you guys can see, page indicator, you can throw that on there. It's just going to show you which page number you're on. Pretty easy to delete. Brightness, you change a whole bunch of different stuff. But what's really the meat and potatoes of this is the actual functions of it. So the toolbox here, this is kind of your base ones. This is kind of how you can do whatever you want. You can link a website. It's as easy as putting it in here. Type whatever you want to type. So we'll go, I don't know, Google. And then if you go in the URL, you do www.google.com. And now it's going to automatically change this icon, but you can change it to whatever you want. You can select a local file. There is an icon library as well that you could utilize, but that's pretty cool. We're going to leave that, but you can open certain things. You can open applications with it. You can actually also link it to text. So if you wanted to put like a text here, anything you type in this text, it will pop up every time you hit the button. So like if you wanted to have your email be super nice, you hit that button and your email pops up. You can also link passwords, stuff like that, or hotkeys to just have it do any key you want. And that's kind of how you can utilize this for gaming. Some games have specific libraries that you can utilize. Not all of them do, but you can actually hotkey whatever you want. So let's just say you're playing Farming Simulator and start engine is the T key. I don't remember off the top of my head what it was, but say it's T. You can link this hotkey button in the toolbox to T. You could link it to T, and then every time it hits it, it's going to be like clicking T on your keyboard. But you can change the icon to an engine start icon, and it's going to be utilized kind of that way as well, which is kind of cool. But you can kind of do however you want with that and set it up however you want. There's also a whole bunch of other ones. You can control Discord, OBS, NVIDIA Shadow Play. You can even get the weather on this thing, which is kind of cool. But anyways, guys, that's kind of all I have for this. Pretty easy setup. I'll have a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.